guys, and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be making Oreo cheesecake bars using just 4 ingredients. They're so quick and easy to make and they're absolutely delicious. So let's get started. These are your 4 ingredients. So you need Oreos, cream cheese, I like to use Philadelphia because it's nice and thick and not watery, icing sugar or powdered sugar if you're in the US, and salted butter, which I'm just about to melt. So let's start by crushing the biscuits. I'm going to use a mini food processor to crush up my biscuits, but you could always use a bag and rolling pin if you don't have one. So this is the exact amount of Oreos I need. I'll put all the measurements down in the description below. So I'm going to set aside 10 for the filling. 3, 6, 9, 10, and then I'm going to crush up the rest. So all of these Oreos that I'm going to crush are going to be for the base and our topping as well. That's all I can fit in here for now. So I'm going to crush these to a fine crumb and then I'll crush the rest. Perfect. So there should be no large lumps in there. Now my biscuits are crushed, I'm going to pour them into a bowl and add the melted butter. And I'm just going to mix them together until it looks like a wet sand. Okay, perfect. That looks great. So let's grab our tins and lay our base. So I'm going to show you how I line my tins. I always use Baco foil non-stick baking paper because, as you guys know, it's my favorite. So we're just going to pull a piece out so it has about a 4-inch overhang around the edge. Place that over the top. Grab a tin of the same size. These are 8 inches, by the way. Push it down and then just wrap the edges so it's a nice snug fit. Okay, ta-da! So it should look like that. Let's pour in our base. So I'm gonna scoop in about half of this. You don't need to be accurate with it. We just need a nice even base and then the rest is gonna go on top. And then you're just gonna press it down nice and evenly with the back of a spoon. So just smoothing that out nice and evenly. Okay, perfect. So now we're gonna make the filling. I'm just gonna set this aside, or you can put it in the fridge, either or, it doesn't really matter. For the filling, the first thing I'm gonna do is actually break up our 10 Oreos. They just need to be broken into rough chunks, and these are gonna go in the mix. And don't eat the chunks when you're breaking them up, like I tend to do. Because you won't have enough to go in your filling. Okay, they're all broken up, so I'm just gonna set them aside and grab another large bowl, our cream cheese and our icing sugar as well. You're also gonna need an electric hand mixer. If you don't have an electric hand mixer or a stand mixer, that's absolutely fine. You can do it by hand. It's just gonna take a little bit longer. Okay, so we're gonna add in our cream cheese, then our icing sugar, and then we're just gonna whisk these two together until they're nice and creamy. Okay, perfect. So you don't want to overmix, otherwise it can go runny. So it should still be nice and thick. Some of you in the comments might ask if we're adding in double cream, which I would usually do with my big, like round cheesecakes. Because these are cheesecake bars, I tend not to. I just don't think they need it. You can if you want to, but like I said, it's just something a little bit different. Now we're going to add in our Oreo chunks and we're just going to fold these in. Also, you could add something like vanilla extract if you wanted to the cheesecake mix, like when you add the icing sugar. I don't think it needs it personally because the Oreo taste is so strong that you generally just taste Oreos in the cheesecake, but you can add it if you want to. Okay, nice. Let's grab our base and we'll put on the filling. So I'm just gonna scoop our filling onto the base. Let's just plop it on. And then I like to use a metal spoon to do this, but you're just gonna smooth it out nice and evenly. Speaking is difficult for me today. There we go, that looks nice and flat. It doesn't need to be perfect because we're gonna sprinkle the rest of our Oreo base as the topping on top. So here's the rest of the base that we made earlier. So you're just gonna sprinkle that evenly on top. This is where you find out you've put too much of it on your base and you don't have enough to cover it. And then you're just gonna lightly just spread it out so you can't see your cheesecake anymore. And this is just my suggestion of how to decorate this. Like if you wanted to make half the base, obviously so you didn't have this topping, and then just put like broken Oreos on the top, then you can do that. Okay, perfect. So this is gonna go in the fridge now for at least 4 hours. I tend to do mine overnight, so let's chill it and I'll be back.
Many unbearable hours later.
Okay, we are back. So I'm gonna slice it up. Carefully lift it out the tin, hope it doesn't break. And carefully peel down those edges. Oh yeah, kind of looks like a giant Oreo, square one. Guys, I have a new knife. It's absolutely huge, but I wanted a longer one so I could cut up 8-inch bakes easier, rather than like, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I have a new knife, so I'm excited to use it. It's the first time I'm using it. I'm gonna cut this up into 9 squares. Usually with an 8-inch tin, I'd cut it into 16. So I'd probably recommend, like portion-wise, to cut it into 16. But for the purpose of YouTube and making this look as good as possible, I'm gonna cut it into 9 today. So I'm gonna go, yeah, right there. Like that's too small. And now this bit in half. Oh, I'm not that far off. And then let's turn it around. Yeah, that first slice I did was definitely too small. There we go. That looks pretty good. I feel like now it's moved a little bit. You can't tell that it's that uneven. So, my favorite bit, let's do a taste test. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for this one. Good from your angle. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Okay, I'm so excited for this. I'm not even gonna go in with a fork. I'm just gonna use my hands like a sandwich. Okay, oh, this one's got like a really good chunk of Oreo in it as well. That was so good. I've got Oreo all around my mouth, I can feel it. It's just so creamy and sweet, and the crunchiness as well from the Oreos. I just love it so much. I'm a mess. I'd maybe recommend using a fork, to be honest. So guys, that is the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments section what recipe you'd like me to make next. I'm gonna grab a fork for this next bite, I think. I feel like this is the sensible option. See you next time.